Morning, morning, morning. What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. So the NBA is implementing a 65 game rule in order to qualify for league awards. And I see a lot of people commenting on their thoughts on this change. And I just wanted to, kind of throw my 2 cents in there. Honestly, I felt it was necessary. There need to be more incentives for players to play full seasons. When I buy a ticket or I take my kids to a basketball game, I'm taking them to that basketball game to see the stars play. And I feel the former players understood that. The Tracy McGrady's, the Vince Carters, Steve Francis, Amari Stoudemire, Steve Nash, Jason Kidd, Dirk Nowitzki, Tim Duncan, Kobe, Shaq, Dwayne Wade, the superstars of the past. They understood how important their presence were to the brand of the NBA. Because even though people enjoy watching the game of basketball, we're really coming to watch our favorite players or watch the superstar athletes go at it and watch their dominance, right? So when you purchase a ticket and the marquee player doesn't play, it sucks. And one thing I loved about Michael Jordan knew he was the marquee, right? He moves the needle, and he never wanted someone who never saw him play miss an opportunity to see him. He never wanted someone to spend their hard-earned money and come anticipating that they would get to see his greatness on display, and he didn't show up and show out. But that was the mindset of the players of the past. And keep in mind, those players were not even getting paid like the players of today. It took Michael Jordan way later in his career to get a great contract. Scottie Pippen, you seen in The Last Dance where they kind of touched on his deal and how he was drastically underpaid. But these players, they still showed up and they showed out. They had a love for the game. They competed at a high level. So yes, it's important to incentivize players to encourage them to play the entire season. Simple. And interestingly, in the last 15 years, there's only been maybe one other player that I can think of. I know for sure LeBron James played 62 games and won a league MVP. So he played, and I feel like 62 games, he's 3 games under that threshold. But 62 games, that's still 75, 74, whatever, 70, at least 70% of the season. I feel like if you're gonna play 75% of the season, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like you shouldn't get penalized. And then, at that time, LeBron James was competing for a championship, and I want to say, I don't remember exactly what their record was. Maybe they won 61 games, I'm thinking. But The idea was to ensure that LeBron James, and I'm sure the other stars, got a significant amount of rest time, because they anticipated that they would go deep into the playoffs. So, I mean, even though LeBron James, he played 62 games, not beating the threshold of 65 games. I still feel like that's 75% of the season that he played. I honestly don't think that should penalize, LeBron's chances of winning the MVP. But I also understand it. That's still 20 games that you missed, that the league missed out on sales, or missed out on things because you didn't play. Fans missed out on the opportunity to see you suit up and get and touch the court. So I definitely understand it. And then I also understand the fact that, like, okay, LeBron wins the MVP playing only 62 games, and your stat line looks like 28, 29. You know what I'm saying? Like, missing 20 games helps a lot of percentages that you have, and I think that's always been a criticism of LeBron James. I think LeBron figured out, because now this rule is just getting implemented. So he would have not had to play 65 games total to qualify, Before that, what I'm saying, you want to rest, you want to protect your stat line, your overalls, you want to protect those. You only play 62 games. You only play 71 games. Missing those games doesn't hurt his stat line. It actually helps his stat line, because then you're taking less shots. You're maintaining your percentages. Unless I'm missing something. I could be wrong. But I figured, if you're missing a bulk of games each season, that can't do anything but help your overall percentages for your career. So then when we look back, we're looking at career percentages. We're not looking at games played, games missed. You know what I'm saying? We're just looking at points scored, field goal percentage from 2, from 3, because those are the arguing points that they use in their debates when they are comparing him, to other players. Oh, he shoots a better percentage from 3. Well, if he's only playing, 70% of the games each season, and LeBron James is making, he's making some shots, obviously, but I feel like he's also protecting his career stats at times. I think LeBron takes a very strategic approach, and he's been very, dare I say, diabolical when it comes to the management of his career, the perception, of his career. Very tactical, dare I say. And I think that those are the things that people don't necessarily consider when talking about LeBron James' career. The fact that he's been able to protect his stats by playing less games. And I'm going to do my research, because I want to see in 21 seasons the number of games he's played compared to some others who played less seasons, right? Because LeBron is the only superstar to play this long. Maybe Vince Carter played longer, maybe played 22 seasons, I think. But anyway, man, that's my thoughts on the whole thing. I think it's good for the NBA, good for the brand. They need to incentivize players to play, these long seasons. And the season never felt this long to me in the past, I think my damn attention span is fucking shortening. And I think it's starting to have an impact on, you know, what I can stomach to watch. So I think the players in the league, they probably get bored with playing, you know, as many games as they do. But anyway, man, that's my 2 cents, man. Y'all tell me what y'all think, what y'all thoughts are, and yeah, man, leave a comment in the comment section. Till next time, man, it's your boy Joe Squad. I'm out.